not going to let us in anytime soon. So I just wanted to give you all an update, specifically for those of you who missed the live on last night. Okay, the live that I did last night or yesterday evening. So basically, Diddy's team has once again filed for a mistrial. This is their second one, and this time they're alleging prosecutorial misconduct because they say that Cassie's friend, Brianna Bongalon, gave some perjurious testimony, apparently, and they claim that the prosecutors knew this because they had the information given during the discovery period. So basically, when she's saying that Diddy dangled her over that 17th floor balcony, they're saying that, well, of course, Westmoreland proved in court that he couldn't have done this on September the 26th, early in the morning of 2016, because in fact, he was in New York. Okay, he was there for the Bad Boy reunion tour, which ironically, Vanna actually worked for him during that reunion tour. Now, when they questioned her as to whether or not she remembered that, she said that she did not, and she didn't know he and Cassie's schedule. But the bottom line is they produced the receipts. They showed that Diddy was not only in New York, but he was at the Trump Towers Hotel from the 24th of September, checked out on the 29th, and then also performed on stage with Lil' Kim. They showed the receipts from where he ordered breakfast on September the 26th in the morning, right after 9 o'clock. Now, mind you, that's important because Brianna says that this all happened in the morning of September the 26th. So Westmoreland asked her, she says, well, you would agree that a person can't be in two places at one time. And so she basically was like, well, in theory, it's hard to answer that one. So it's apparent that either she was lying or she got her dates mixed up. And like I told you guys, if you can't remember the dates of specific things in specific time frames, you should just say that and not give any specifics. Okay, and then they questioned her also about her injuries. And then they further are claiming, now this is Diddy's defense team, in their motion for the mistrial, they're also claiming that they doubled down and allowed the hearsay evidence from Cassie's text messages to also be used. Okay, so they're very upset about this. Now, mind you, if in fact perjurious testimony contributes to a client's conviction, a defendant's conviction, then it can be set aside. The conviction can be overturned. It can be set aside. So this is all bad for the prosecution. And I really don't understand why they would have let that girl testify to that if they knew that Diddy's team had the receipts to disprove what she was saying, to disprove the time and the date of the alleged incident. Okay, that makes no sense. And if you missed the broadcast last night, please go back and watch because I actually read the legal documents. Okay, I showed the legal documents where they filed this 2 days ago. So, like I said, again, this is the second time that Diddy's team has actually filed a mistrial. And Diddy's trying to get up out of there, okay? Now, I don't know if it's going to work, but here's what I will say. I spoke with my legal expert, Gavin Richard, yesterday, Esquire. So, and those of you who are new to the channel, you may not know Gavin, but he's been on the Myriad of Times to give us legal expertise and whatnot. So when I spoke to him, he said that basically, if the judge doesn't give the mistrial and they actually have enough evidence to prove the prosecutorial misconduct, that the prosecutors could be censured and possibly even the judge, okay? So I find this all very interesting. I don't know why they would allow that lady to get up there and say those things when they know they had contrary information on the defense's team. That just doesn't make any sense to me at the end of the day. And I have told you all repeatedly that the prosecution, in my opinion, is making a bunch of fumbles. Okay, this all started for me when I noticed that the New York Post alleged that one of the agents had given them, information on the case, such as what was confiscated in the raid, and also basically said they had the freak-off footage and they couldn't tell whether or not it was consensual or not, if you guys remember that. So they're not supposed to be leaking information to the press. That's a bad idea. Now, remember, I told you guys that my uncle is a retired special agent from the GBI as well as Homeland Security Investigations. Okay, he was actually a case agent. And he said they absolutely were not supposed to do any of that. So I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know what the judge is going to say, how the judge is going to rule. But I can't wait to get in here and find out. And also to hear the rest of Jane Doe's testimony. Okay? You want to be here? Let me tell you something, honey. You have to get here extra early or you just will not get a place in line. Okay? You have to get here so early. I mean, I got here at like probably 525, and I'm number 13. And they only let 14 people from the public in. Okay? Diddy loves me? Please. Why does he love me, honey? I'm not for Diddy. I'm absolutely the opposite. Now, don't get mad, okay? Don't get mad because I'm telling you the truth, okay? I mean, didn't you read the articles? All right? Look at Cookie saying free Diddy. I don't think so. Diddy needs to go down for the count. Okay, at the end of the day, maybe some people didn't tell the whole truth, but I absolutely believe that he's engaged in very nefarious things. All right? Over 3 decades. That's what I believe. Okay, so anyway, oh, I know they're trolling, honey. You know I don't care. Listen, are any of my moderators in the chat? Where's Desmond? I'm on here extra early, so I'll just have the moderators block the trolls later. Yes, absolutely, Cat Williams was right. He absolutely was. And so, you know, there's also this drama going on with people saying Jane Doe's name or trying to guess who she is and all of that. Nobody knows who this woman is. People are trying to guess, grasping at straws or whatever. And the bottom line is, this whole thing is getting really, really crazy. Okay, and I hope there's no drama down here today. Okay, because I didn't wear my running shoes, and I don't want to have to take off. Okay. Mel said we need the moderators. Well, we'll be okay. Listen, I'm going to come back at lunchtime and do another broadcast and give you all the updates or whatever. But in the meantime, you guys can be following Inner City Press, okay? Free Vaughn. Who is Vaughn? Oh my goodness. The trolls are outlandish. Anyway, presidential pardon, he's not getting a pardon. I really don't think that Trump would pardon him. And like I told you guys, the only way I could see Trump pardoning him would be out of spite against James Comey, the former FBI director, because his daughter, Maureen Comey, is the lead prosecutor. And we all know that Trump currently has James Comey under investigation for that post where he made the seashells in the sand. He wrote 8647. And so you know how petty Trump can be at times. That's the only way I can see that happening, okay? But anyway, listen, I love you guys. I will see you all at lunchtime. I'll be right back out here with more information. So I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace.